My time in Sucre wasn't exactly a constant fiesta, but you couldn't say I was sitting on my butt either. Back in the colonial days, Spaniards used to make their wealth in the rich silver mines of Potosí, but because of lower elevation and milder climate, they always preferred to live in Sucre. That's how the central part of the city turned out to be this giant neoclassical piece of art, which was built on ruthless exploitation of indigenous population, but that's another story. Nowadays, Sucre is considered to be the administrative capital of Bolivia. It is pretty conservative and some say boring city. But all I can say, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you really want, you can almost always have your own fun, no matter where you are. And at some point I had so much fun in Sucre that I even had to lay in a bed for a couple days.
Finally, after 1 month in Bolivia, 1 month of eating random stuff, random meat, sketchy things in the countryside, I got some food poisoning. I have severe diarrhea, but it's okay. The time has come. I will beat it. Beat it. Diarrhea. Beat it.
I guess the single touristic spot that I went to, and I won't forget, was so-called Parque Creatico, some dinosaur park outside of town. And not because of cheesy dinosaur sculptures, even though I love dinosaurs and I enjoyed every single one of them. The real deal, or meat and potatoes of the place, are the dinosaur footprints. Entire giant wall full of them.
My life is fulfilled.
So my original plan was just to cycle up to Sucre and relax for a couple of days. And then I got stuck in here for 10 days. And it wasn't just parties or dinosaurs or diarrheas that had kept me here, but I guess some stories need to remain untold.
You know, I've been bumming around Europe and Latin America for the last 6 years or so. And with most places, you just go there and then you leave. And honestly, mostly you just forget. And then there are those other places. And actually with Sucre, I found it pretty hard to leave behind. That was a different special case, I guess. Anyway, I'm on the road, down the road again. It was real good to spend some time in the big city because I bought all these outstanding products that will keep me energetic, that will keep the engine going. I have frutos rojos and plátano, chocolate y pasas. That's some good shit. That's a beautiful view, huh? What's not beautiful is that it's 6 o'clock already. I still haven't found a place to sleep. Yeah, and I think I have a flat tire. So it's beautiful, but also it's complicated. Let's call it this way. I found some really ridiculous place to sleep. A little bit off the road, a little bit up in the mountain.
But yeah, the problem is that it will rain soon, and the fundamental question is how heavy this rain will be, because judging from clouds down there, we might have a storm, and if that happens, well, I don't know, hopefully nothing wrong happened, but storms in South America are pretty hardcore, and well, I'm in pretty high place, so in case of flooding, hopefully nothing will happen, but yeah, I might get a bit wet. My tent is totally waterproof, but still, if it will be really windy and all that, I don't know. Ain't nothing better than finding a flat tire in the morning. It was raining. There was no storm, but it was raining quite a bit. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. It is a beautiful morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you a slight idea how it feels to cycle in Altiplano Boliviano in the altitude of, I don't know, 3.5 kilometers, something like that. So, basically, I wasn't cycling for the last 2 hours. I was just pushing my bicycle uphill, and it's still not done. Like, see where my finger's going? There's a road up there. It's all uphill, and maybe there, maybe, I don't know, there might be some downhill, some road downhill, but sincerely I don't know. So, and it will probably take like 1 hour for me to get up there. So that's the basic idea. I'm sweating, even though it's not that hot anymore. And there's also this lonesome quebracho tree, and it's beautiful, but that ain't helping me at all. You ain't helping me. Well, I started pushing my bicycle uphill around 1:30, and now it's already like 5 o'clock. It's evening, and I still haven't finished climbing this mountain. This is really something.
Ooh. And the views. The views are just epical, biblical. This is just extraordinary. And there's some dudes carrying some propane and propane accessories. I don't believe it. This is it. All day. This is it. Dios. It took me almost all day, but I made it. I have no idea what altitude is, but I think that's it. Yes. And another thing is that I'm nearly out of water, and I really need to find some place to buy some. Whoa. Unbelievable. Whoa. And there's this funky blue house on top of all of this. Yeah. As I managed to climb up to that ridiculous mountain, I mean, it took me almost all day. Yeah, I just felt euphoric, you know, some kind of a strange feeling of mountain euphoria that's hard to explain for a person who never had that, or maybe it's just me being sensitive and being affected by altitude. Anyway, so I wasn't filming anything, I was just cycling like a... This is so amazing, you know. And then I was looking for water because I was dehydrated too. And I found this little store on my way. And in this little store I found this little dude, some teenager, like, who told me, well, I was looking for a place to stay. Just for a place to pitch my tents or some cheap place where I could just lay down in the bed. I felt I deserve it. And this little guy told me, don't worry, my gringo friend, you know, it's like 25 minutes away there is town of Bezantos, and there you will find your place to sleep, you know, your alojamiento. I checked on the map. It seemed to be pretty far, like 20 kilometers away. But this dude assured me that it's just like 20-25 minutes away, you know, it's only downhill. No worries, you'll get there. I said, okay. So, I don't know whether this dude was a superhuman or it's just me being weak because of altitude and general tiredness, but it actually took me 2.5 hours. Maybe 3 hours actually. And I was already tired as hell. And now, I don't know, this is like other level of tiredness I'm feeling at the moment. Some kind of a high altitude inflicted, brain farted type of tiredness. I really feel a bit destroyed. I managed to reach the town. I managed to find a place. I even have a TV. Now that I'm watching it. And dude, damn, this is so good to be in bed. Oh, wow. So I guess that's that for today. And yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Another beautiful day. hopefully I will try to get to Potosí. I don't know, I would have slept like 4 hours. Can't sleep much. I don't know why. But, you know, it is what it is, huh? I don't sleep because sleep is the cousin of death. So I came to this town at night. I had no idea how it looks like actually. And apparently now I can see that I entered a whole another world. And this morning I went out to buy some food in the local market. And actually many ladies working in there couldn't speak any Spanish, just Quechua. So yeah, this is really something else. Pretty stark difference, you know. Like, I really feel so much more gringo now. All eyes on me, basically, on the street. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really good at one thing. At picking place to chill and to eat. Like, for example, this place. There's some mining going on around, there's a lot of garbage, there's dogs running around, there was some sketchy dude passing by. So I'm really pro at this. And I'm real tired. Already. Potosí is pretty close. I have like 9 kilometers left to go. And found myself at the altitude of nearly 4 kilometers. And to be honest, I really don't feel that much of an impact on me. A little bit. I do feel a little bit slower. I'm occasionally out of breath when I'm cycling. But other than that, yeah, I sleep kind of poorly. I guess it's related with an altitude. So other than that, really not that much of a change, I guess. I was gradually adapting to higher elevation. I mean, unintentionally gradually adapting to higher elevation. I mean, I stayed in Sucre for more than a week, and Sucre already has an altitude of nearly close to 3 kilometers. So now it's kind of, okay, it's a bit tougher, but it's really not that much. And I'm also using this secret weapon. Not a secret weapon, but a little known in the world of gringos. For last week or so, I'm constantly chewing coca leaves. It's something that indigenous people in here were using for centuries and centuries, you know, I assume. And it helps to deal with many issues. It helps to deal with hunger, with thirst, and also high altitude. And it's a really strong booster. It really gives you a little hit, you know. Without coca leaves, it would be so much tougher. So yeah, coca forever. You just put it here, and you keep it, and you wait for it, and then
starts working. When I left Sucre, this bag was full, like full. Bienvenidos a Potosí.